So, you know those updates that you do all the time on your Windows and Mac OS to keep it secure and safe and all your programs updated and all your hardware, patched? Well, you could be hacked when you're doing that if your ISP has been hacked. So if your internet service provider has been hacked by doing updates, you could be hacked. Not good news, but I would recommend maybe getting a provider that is reputable and, the big name, so to speak. So go with a decent, reputable internet service provider that you trust. Who do you trust these days? That's a good question, but don't go to a mom and pop ISP, where you go, oh, this is a great deal. It's only $20 a month. Well, maybe spend $30 a month and go with someone reputable, and this might not happen. Now, this is probably very rare. How are they doing this? Well, you can head over to this site if you want to check out more information on that, because I'm not going to be going through the nitty-gritty of all of this, but I'm just kind of going to give you an overview of how they're doing it. So they're basically attacking the infrastructure, obviously, at the internet service provider. They're also DNS poisoning. Now, domain name server, most of us, we just load up our operating system. We don't change the domain name servers. We leave them all standard, and that stuff can be changed. Like, for example, Google's DNS server will be 8.8.8.8. And you can go in and manually change that in your operating system. And there are other DNS servers out there that you can also, do this with. And it's a little safer. It could be a little quicker for you as well, depending on what you are doing. But yeah, they're DNS poisoning is what they're doing. So they're poisoning that actual DNS. So they're sending users basically to malicious servers instead of legitimate ones. And they're also distributing malware. Now, how can you, prevent this from happening? Well, like I mentioned before, go to a very reputable, well-known internet service provider. That's one of the main ways to do this. Of course, you want to avoid unsecured updates. Don't do an update through a website, or maybe you get an email. Don't do that. Consider DNS over HTTPS or TLS, and as well, stay informed, right? Keep up to date on all this stuff. And that's kind of what I'm doing here, and you're watching this, so congratulations, you're one step ahead. Don't worry, don't panic. As long as you're in the know and you keep updated and you're with a reputable ISP, you should be okay.